Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I have for you a quick walkthrough of the latest developer preview of Android P on our OnePlus 6. This is TK and this is XDA TV. If you're not familiar on how to get Android P on your device, I did a video on my channel walking us through the process on how to get Android P on our OnePlus 6, as well as how to remove it and go back to Oxygen OS up on Android Oreo. I'll give you guys a link in the description below and hopefully a card popping up right now. But this by far has been the best Android P preview that we've had on our OnePlus 6. All the issues that we've had on the last build, they've been fixed. Fingerprint sensor, super fast. Face unlock, very, very fast. The interface itself has actually been updated. We have some tweaks here and there, and I'll walk you through some of those. Of course, we still have the ability of getting access here to the shortcuts on the left side for applications and so on. The bar, you notice the theme is already installed. I'm using that already. Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, all of those radios work pretty well. Android 9.0, in July 5th is the latest security patch, and then we can go ahead and just do the Easter egg. You notice that gestures are actually working, and they're working pretty well. The volume rocker has been set and is set correctly. You can select and switch between the different options, either the built-in speaker or the obviously Bluetooth headphones, which I've been using. The power menu is on the right side, and we have the ability of customizing it, of course, if we want to add the screenshot. Thoughts are still working very well. The Recent app has changed, so let's go ahead and swipe over to the Recent. You'll notice right there the tab itself is similar to the way we have it on Android P with the Pixel devices, with the exception of the way we have the shortcuts, as well as the shortcut buttons on the bottom. So we didn't get everything within Android P, but it is customizable. The three dots at the top give us access to full screen mode, split screen, app info, lock, in case you want to use those. Now there is a little bit of a bug, and let's say here I swipe one card away. You notice that the clear all goes away even though I'm still in the Recents tab. And I noticed if I just wiggle a card back, this thing comes back. But this is just a minor little bug. Overall, going in and using the actual system is pretty good. Camera app has been updated. We do have the Google Lens application. Let's swipe up. So Google Lens does work, and it works really good. So go ahead and see how this recognizes the swatch. And it thinks it's floors 25. Okay. You know, I never said Google Lens was great, but I said that it worked. Camera mode, though, it does work, and it works pretty well. I was able to use it over the weekend for my son's swim meet, and it looks pretty good. Overall performance is really nice. Using it within other applications or third-party applications has definitely been fixed, and we are able to use it. And here's an example with Instagram. I'm able to use the camera, and it works normally. The rotation functionality that we normally have here does need to be kind of configured correctly. So if you go into the display, I'll walk you through that process off first. We do have theme. We have the ability of screen calibration, and now you can see the preview of what the screen calibration looks like. That looks really good. Of course, ambient display, you can set up your accent color as well as the theme. I actually set it up to be on the dark theme, and the theme works really well. But one thing I wanted to share with you guys as far as navigation and gesture. So if we go in here, buttons and then navigation and gesture, you notice there was a functionality when they announced the updated functionality is that auto rotation, and that only really works if you have the navigation bar showing. So if I go in here and I turn on, and this is auto rotation, if I turn off auto rotation and I go home, and let's say I'm inside of an application that does support it, and I turn, you'll notice that the auto rotation does show up in here, and I have to click it and for that to work. But if we're running in gestures, unfortunately, that functionality goes away, and we don't have a shortcut for it. So just keep that in mind. If you prefer this option, definitely turn that on. If you don't, you can go back into the settings tab, go into navigation, buttons and gestures, and then you can turn on gestures, which is the way I prefer to use it. Overall, very nice build. Calls back and forth work really well. SMS messages, all of that stuff. Pictures working great. Going into this does require a factory reset, so just keep that in mind. And that fixes a lot of issues. First and foremost, obviously, is app compatibility. As if you try to go into Android P from Android O without doing that, you do end up having some issues. So forcing you to reinstall those applications fixes a lot of the problems. The fact that the camera works really well, connectivity works really good, and some of the UI fixes that they've done in the system I think is very nice. The volume slider is definitely very good. We still have access to the toggles. That works very well, and we've had that before. And I think we're getting a lot closer to the actual final version. Of course, Google has to release theirs first before we can have it here. But if you've always loved the customizations of Oxygen OS, you're definitely going to enjoy them here on your OnePlus 6. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of the OnePlus 6, especially the fact that we are running Android P, latest developer preview, on our OnePlus 6. This is the first year where we've had this thing open to other devices. In the past, it's always been basically book kept or just kept for Pixel devices, and that's it. This year, we have so many more supporters. This is TK. Thank you very much for the support. Like and subscribe to this channel as usual, and like and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video.